Hello, everyone. RPG Kingdom Kid here, back with some more Harvestella. In the previous video, we started our walk into the Coral Shrine, and now we are continuing on our way into the Coral Shrine, I guess. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, so this is like where we left off, was over here. Now I think all those fountains should be activated now, unless it's one of those things where it's like all the fountains get deactivated when you leave the dungeon. But I did okay, it looks like they all get nope, they are still active. Okay. I was about to say, oh, looks like they're all deactivated. Nope, they were all activated. I do like the music of this, I'm actually curious how far we're going to get. I mean, obviously, we're a little, as you see, we're about halfway through. I mean, it's past noon and everything, so. But we'll see how we go. Wait, I'm just straight up picking up fish here. Oh, bitch. Okay, well, we'll go pick that up once I repair that bridge. Yeah, the way they explained her class, I thought she was going to be like somewhat like a white mage in a way, but I guess that isn't the case.
Here I go.
But no, I'm actually really liking all the classes that we have so far in this game. They're really interesting, and the fact, like, with Azel, it seems like his thing is going to be like, you know, I wonder if classes will evolve or just our party members' classes. Neat. Is something wrong, Emo? Emo's enraptured by the strange bubble. Meep. I see. She says the bubbles were made by the sirens. Meep. And what are the sirens exactly? Do they live here? Seems so. They live their lives quietly, far from the affairs of terrestrial life. At least I remember the great water fairy mentioning that way back when. So what are the bubbles for? Meep. Oh, I see. These bubbles are called the bula. The sirens use them to understand one another. Or something like that. I guess you could say they're like a farewell letter. A farewell letter? Huh. What's with the sudden sing-along? Emo? Your mysterious voice. You're the one
listening to the Babula, right, Emo? If you can understand this, you realize you are the final siren. We're sorry. You must shoulder a painful fate.
Oh, fuck.
What was that voice? I understand now. It was like a voice message sent directly to the brain. I felt like I was laying in something deeply occult, as though something was taking over me. And it seems like the Bula was addressing Emo directly. It said something about fate. Meep, 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 meep. She says she wants to ask the other Bula, since they're all messages meant for her. By all means. Meep, meep.
I like her. Her class is interesting too. Again, I thought the way that they were describing her class, it made it sound like I said, it sounded like she was going to be a white mage. Because I thought it was like, oh, it would heal us and everything. You can't... Astute observation there, game. You can't open this thing because it is locked.
Let's get this over with.
Oh, probably helps if I actually, like, hit the attack button.
That was a good workout.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Now let's just check out what's over here. I was about to say, I definitely need to do some mining. Okay, I had 6 before, and now I just found 2, so now I have 8 of those dolls.
Here I go.
Ah, I got the Coral Shrine key. Well, that might have us unlock this door then. Okay. Hermit's Root and Honeyflower Seeds. Ooh. Let me check those out. I mentioned this before. And the fact that, like, it seems like there's only, like, 9 quests for every town. I don't know, that, the way I, this is gonna sound weird. The way I kind of somewhat, oh, those are sweet. The way I somewhat, gauge a game in a way is how much side quests there is. And since there's only like 9 side quests per village, it doesn't make me seem like this game is that long. It seems like they really only just want you to really focus more so on the farming aspect of it, and not so much the JRPG aspect of it, you know, like the dungeon crawling and all this stuff. I mean, it's there, and don't get me wrong, I'm loving both aspects of this game. I'm loving both, you know, the whole farming sim, the dungeon crawling and everything like that. But no, I can't really say too much about it. I'm loving both of them. I think this is a nice, good mixture of it. It's, again, it reminds me a lot of Stardew Valley in a way, but just with some more RPG elements. This is basically like Bravely Default / Final Fantasy 1 / all the other Final Fantasy games where it's like, you know, find the 4 crystals and everything like that. And then who knows what happens afterwards, right? There could be, obviously, the big, bad dungeon afterwards or something. You hear a hoarse voice whisper. Emo, my dearest pupil, I never thought it would come to this. We sirens are now a threat to this ocean.
the sea is filled with such a miserable melody. Is that a teacher or something? Ah. Meep, 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 meep. Yeah, I think it was her combination instructor. What's combination? It's how the signs communicate, like the voice in the Beulah said. Beulah? They cast magic by singing. Wow, that's actually kind of romantic. But there's definitely some mysterious power behind music. There's definitely some mysterious power behind music in how it can make people happy or sad. As though it's somehow able to directly influence the human heart. I definitely listened to a lot of music during my research. How about you? I like music. Nice. I wonder if we have the same taste. Which makes me wonder, Emo, why didn't you make a Beulah on land? Seems like a handy thing to have. Meep. She says that she tried, but they always burst right away. That and it requires a huge amount of magical energy. It's not an easy thing to make, even underwater. That's surprising. Though, what would I know? It's not like I've ever lived in the sea. Speaking of the sea, I would love to fucking... Okay, I'm going to assume the next area will have that. We'll have the thing. The teleporter thing. Yes, it does. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
All I needed. Okay. As long as I just found one first. And I know I kind of just maybe wasted a sandwich since, you know, we're being so late here, but...
Here I go!
We've left the... I was about to say we left the job unfinished. Contemplating maybe traversing to at least the first area again, so then I can go get that mining stuff for the clay. Because I definitely need more. I need more clay things. Oh, did he drop something? No, he didn't. Okay. Not going that way anytime soon. Or at least not from the front. I just want to like see what... I can't even like walk onto it, like see them.
That thing is terrifying. Curiosity will be the death of us.
Yeah, you're probably right. Ooh, I like the echo.
Let's get this over with.
It's gonna suck if we found the bridge, but again, I'm so worried that doing the bridge... I might as well do this one. Like, I honestly don't know if this is the case, but I feel like as soon as it hits midnight, it's like, oh, you're so exhausted, you just collapse. You know, I'm scared that that's gonna happen, and I don't want that to happen. So that's why I threw caution to the wind. If I was actually closer to here, this is what I'll do. This is what I'm gonna do. If there's another teleporter in like the next area, then I will save, go back to the bridge, repair it just to see if that does happen.
You hear a quaking voice cry.
Emo, you may need to recite the forbidden nocturne. It must be scary. But our spirits... Please, return them to the sea. Return them to the Bula. You must. Neat.
Forbidden nocturne. Wait, do I even have a repair kit? Because I'm definitely need that. Like, I should have a repair kit, right? I do. I only have one left. I just want to explore just a little bit more.
That thing is terrifying. Curiosity will be the death.
Let's get this over with.
That was a good workout.
Oh, I was about to say, what are you... Oh, shit. Time to go. And we got a lot of stuff to return. Oh, okay. Let's go to bed. I know that Crest had a mission for us. We will quickly go do that before we return to the sea. Okay, I just had to 30 more just because it was a special one. Okay. I was about to say, what the fuck? Azel has a letter for us. God damn, okay. Okay.
See you later.
I need to talk to you about Otella again. Did you come over to my house? There's no telling when she'll bring another dragon back into town like she did before. But we've got to figure out how to deal with her first before it comes to that. Anyway, I'll see you soon. Cheers, Azel. Wait, what? Ah, shit, I got crystal feet for gold. Put a vegetable in there, and then I'll put a grain in here. I should probably plant more grains. There we are. I didn't want to put them all in.
The key is to have fun with everything.
Oh. Waterside crop. Oh. Waterside. Damn it. I don't have waterside stuff yet. Son of a bitch. many of these have I already planted? I honestly don't know. I wish it's... Oh, waterside, cave. One, two, three, four. Four more, okay. Just two, okay. Well, let me just plant the corn then. Or I'll do 2 more of these. Oh, I need one more, son of a bitch. Okay.
Farm work is pretty good wing exercise.
Yeah, I pray for rain, so that. Excuse me. I'm not wasting. I'm not wasting my stamina for this. I wish I forgot that there's another thing over here. Okay, I still only get 1 egg, even if I have 2 of these guys here. Maybe. Oh, I think they need to get bigger first. I think that's the thing. They need to get a little bit bigger first. That's fine. That's fine. I can wait. I can wait. You know what? I'm just going to send these off since I didn't have much of anything. Alright, go into town. Oh, wait, I need 3 grains. Oh yeah, I definitely need to buy some wheat seeds.
Bye-bye.
Let's go quickly into town. I'll probably do Azel's thing too. That shouldn't take too long, hopefully. Let's buy some grain seed. Let's buy 10. Actually, I don't even know how much I have in storage. We can see how much I have in storage when I do this, when I buy them. I'd also love to upgrade my backpack too, but I have none left. Okay, let's... How much can I buy? I can buy a lot. Okay, so let's buy 20 then. Let's just buy 20. Let's buy... How much would 17 be? Okay. There we are. We are good. And let's buy... Let's buy a couple of these. Right, these are somewhere, yeah. Let's buy, well, 10 would be much, but that's fine. I know, I didn't, well, I guess what my plans is more so for, wait, hold on, what the fuck? I think that's just a mistake there then. Maybe I don't need to give her the cool leaves. Maybe this is for whatever reason it's not saying that correctly. Let me just see to be sure. Because yeah, there's no sign or anything. Oh, hey.
Are you all right? You look like you're struggling. Don't overdo it, okay?
Huh, weird that it's saying that she required my help, and yet... Oh, well, I don't know what's going on. Also, who the fuck said that? I don't think that was... Well, I mean, that could have been Cress's voice actress. We've never heard her talk before. Oh, why does it say that she wants me to get a... I think that is just a mistake. Because, yeah, didn't I need to give her coolies beforehand? I should also get that creature that like will help me move around on the world map faster too. So I think that would probably be the next thing I should focus on buying. Once I have 4,000 money. Okay, it's just at his house. Okay, cool. Okay, well that's not so bad, I suppose. I just hate the fact that I use an item when I don't need to, you know? Ah, fuck you, I should be able to cross that. No, yeah, Azel's is pretty close to finishing here. What is it? We'll have like 3 left after this one? Ah, there you are, Ein. I want to talk about Otella. Well, you probably knew that from my letter. We don't often get the chance to talk, so why don't we go to the observation deck? Should be empty around now. Oh, sweet, they just take me straight there? So I haven't seen any sign of Otella or her dragon since our outburst the other day. And now, it seems like life has returned to normal. Peaceful self, just normal peaceful self. You're still on edge, right? She'll appear again if her previous actions are anything to go by. Make no mistake, Otella is a threat to this town. I'm to protect the people of Nema, so as my promise to Tyla. I have no choice but to treat Otella as an enemy. For some reason, I don't feel like that's the right thing to do. Ein, do you think I should fight Otella? I don't. I see. Truth is, I don't think I should either. I think it's obvious. Don't want to fight Otella. I don't know what she wants or what she's planning. But she also looked sad before, right? I wasn't just imagining that. I can't turn my back on someone that's sad. Even her. It's for you, Hazel. Azal. I know nothing about her. I've been thinking of myself in circles about why she's been acting the way she has with no result. So I'm too scared to come forward and tell her how I feel. Like she'll just berate me again. Is she really just teasing you? That can't be the only thing she wants. What on earth is she planning? Ah! Hazel stares at the cherry tree. Did you figure something out? Oh no, just... I think I get it now. Ein, thank you for coming all the way to listen. We might be part ways here. I think I might finally know why Otella is acting the way she is, but... I need to get my thoughts straight. I'll be in touch if anything changes. All that's left after that is figuring out how to contact Otella. Yeah, there's only 3 left. Don't get me wrong, I love the fact that it's also powering him up. I love that this is powering up. Apollo's Requiem. Okay, let's head on home. Ah, move. Actually, is there any seeds here that I can buy? I think I've already checked those out before, but you never know. Actually, I don't have that much money now that I think about it, so I'm probably shouldn't. Spring. Nope. Everything that they have is stuff that I cannot farm right now, so. Back to the place. Alright, I should probably put all that stuff in here too that I don't need. Oh, son of a bitch. There we are.
See you later.
I definitely would love to get that thing because, yeah, if it helps me move faster in the overworld, that'd be much, much better. Pretty much starting the same time as we did yesterday, so we should be able to make a little more progress, hopefully. Definitely could have had that fixed, but again, I was too worried. Can't even like lock onto the thing. Oh, sweet, I got some clay. Good. I don't know how much clay I have in general. I think this is only like my second thing of clay.
That was a good workout.
Roly poly prawn. Bridge. There we go. I saw what was down in the set. Oh wait, hold on. Is this actually a way to go? So it's locked. You cannot open it because it was locked. Again, thank you, game. There's something leaning against the fence in the path. Look closer and it's an accessory. It twinkles gently as it catches light from the sea. Here, see an accessory. There's a worn out piece of cloth cut on the accessory. Does it belong to the one of the signers who lived here? Can't go that way because of the water. Yeah, more clay. Good. Oh my god.
Let's get this over with.
With water gone, you can now walk across the bottom. Makes sense. Nothing there. Oh, there's a big boy there, though. Pearl Shrine Key 3. Liquid. I think I found, well, unless they're behind, you know, the locked door number 2 and all that stuff. I think I found all these dolls so far, since I love exploring the areas. This was the way I was supposed to go, so what's south then? That's good. Ah. So this way over here is also a way to get a key.
That thing is terrifying. Curiosity will be the death of us.
My guess is that's the key behind it, though. Nope, okay.
Here I go!
A monster crosses your path. It's proudly carrying a fish. So pleased with its fish that hasn't noticed you. I go fast. Let the monster pass. Goes on its merry way. Ooh, some garlic seeds. Cool, I'll plant those.
That wasn't too bad, huh?
Earl's tears. That's probably the key up there.
Here I go!
Oh no, that's the key right there. Okay. Well, I'll need to make some more of those. And maybe just be on the safe side, I'll make... Be on the safe side, I'll also make a bomb and one bomb and one repair kit as well. Alrighty. So let's make 2 of these. Need a bomb and a repair kit. Just on the safe side. I feel like I should always go into these dungeons with at least one of these. So I learn how to make the level 2. I'm actually quite curious if I use a level 2 bomb on a thing that's like, oh, it's a level 1 thing. Would that actually change? What more do I? Oh, I need the large iron ore for both of these, don't I? Yeah.
Take care out there.
There's something I was going to check in here, wasn't there? Thank you. Okay, there we go. Grab one vegetable. You know, it's pretty lifeless stuff that I'm giving away, so. Alright, the coal fall feed. Okay, since I'm not really giving away too much of anything, I'm going to grab 2 of these. Oh, and I'm also. Oh, nah. Let me remove these. I'll put these in the thing. Oh, right, and I need to plant and then water, of course. After that. I hope it's the right button. Let's just plant the carrots for now. Oh shit, there was 4.
Let's give it our all today. Good morning.
I think the tomatoes should be coming in tomorrow,
Bye-bye.
so that'd be good. Alright, to the coral. Oh, no. Do not need to do that. Oh, well. Not a big deal. No big deal. I'll just do this. It's the Tola side. I actually am curious if that does take not as long. Well, it's not a big deal. Okay. Let's go.
Let's get this over with.
Damn it, Glenn. God. I've done this sooner. I kind of want to change my classes a little bit here. Let me get rid of Shadow Walker and let me put on this for a little bit. Oh, I should probably save too. There we are. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Philosophical Hypercenter. Is this? Neat. Let's follow her.
longer a tender voice caress you. Emo, my dear sweet Emo, please forgive us for leaving you behind. That day, the sea like glowed fierce. That dangerous ball of light, the day the ocean's flame appeared. When we realized the danger, we knew we had to keep you safe and released you from the sea. To seal away the ocean's flame, we sang the forbidden nocturne. But we could not comprehend the extent of the power it held. It was necessary for we sirens to sacrifice our souls. It was the only way. Now, our souls are combining with the flame. You must have heard it, our requiem, our regret cries throughout the ocean. We are born of the ocean, and eventually we return as foam. If we were to neglect the ocean's flame, it would have destroyed the very ocean itself. This was our only option. But the danger has not passed. While our thoughts remain, the requiem will not end. The only one who can stop us is you, Emo. That is why we released you from the sea. You who are born of my blood, a siren skilled in commentation. I'm sorry I could not choose as your mother. To inflict such a fate upon my own beloved daughter. So, you must decide, what will you do? Please end the siren song. I'm sorry for being a terrible mother. You're all taking your sweet time. Oh, what is this place? Has something happened? Oh dear. Perhaps it's best we return to the Hypercenter-Let for now. Emo has left the party, but no! Damn it. Well, if this guy joins the party, I'll be fine. So the Siren settlement was destroyed by the event of the sea's light. Princess Emo, desperate to rescue her home, rushed to Satola in search for help. Which is where she was apprehended by that awful landlord. Is that right? Meanwhile, the Sirens sacrificed their souls in order to suppress that mysterious light. Think that's Royal L's true form? Think you might be right. The regret of the Sirens fused with the body of light, then became Lorelei. I'm sure of it. That would explain the grief in the song we can hear. Emo's mother sounds so horribly sad. How cruel. The Siren's grief should be used by L'Oreal to draw people to their deaths. When really it's the Siren's mourning, wishing they didn't have to leave Emo alone. Sounds to me like the only way to stop L'Oreal is with Emo's carmentation. I think so too. I wonder what Emo wants to do. I sent the customers home, as you requested.
Thank you as always, bartender. The same for the lady, if you will. Sure. Not much of a drinker. Alcohol has its benefits, you know. I find it can be quite useful at times when there's nothing you would much rather forget. Something you would much rather forget. So I come here. Before long I forgot the pain I have been holding in my heart. Sometimes we need to learn how to negotiate with our pain in order to survive. But you never completely forget. The more you want to forget it, the more important it is to you. That's why you must remember it. You mustn't forget the pain or the sadness. The only ones able to remember those who are gone are we who have been left behind. Never forget them, and they will continue to live on in your heart. Don't you agree? We only die when we're forgotten. Our existence is fragile like the bula, which is why we must treasure it. For their sake, think we can withstand the pain in your heart to keep their memory alive. That's what she said to her. More or less. I'm so curious about their story. Like, as much as I like emo, I'm curious about the bartender and Hein. And Hein. He said I was going to check on her and still isn't back yet. Come on, Hein. Let's go and see emo. Well, there's a side quest to pick up over here. Might as well pick it up. Check on emo and we'll see what happens. Oh, fuck off. Then don't have the thing there if you want me. Oh my god, there's 3 quests available here now. Fuck me, okay. There's literally just a monster on the... Okay. We'll take care of that as soon as we talk to emo. There you are. Neat. The pool that big shows that they cared. Meep. So, you've gotta go and fight Lorelli? You've gotta do it for them. Only you can stand up to her. You're so strong. Neat. Let's go back to the Altair. Surely Hein must be back by now. Emo, join your party again! I'll be honest, that's a little weird. That's whatever. So, are you ready to return to the Coral Shrine? Soul is stronger than ever, so now I will be able to join you on your expedition. Wait, you can fight? Hey, look who you're talking to. You just be sure to not to get under my feet when I'm saving the day. Hells yeah! That's what I was waiting for, dude. Hi, join your party. Awaken heightened powers. You acquired the mechanic job class. A job perfect at physical attacks and weakening enemies. It can charge its normal attack by holding the Y button. If everyone's ready, I think it's time we made our way to the Coral Shrine. Okay. I think we'll go back to the Coral Shrine in the next part once we are done. Because I want to see what's... Okay. Okay, I want to pick up all these side quests that just popped up here. I like him. Hold on. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 more jobs left. Obviously, we're going to get 2 jobs when we do that other thing. So where are we going to get 3 other jobs from? I don't know. I feel like the bartender is such an important character, though, that they still have a portrait for him. All right, what's happening here? Whoa. So sparkle. So pretty. With this shiny... Blah, 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 blah. What are you doing? Looking at that shiny? Who's there? A human? Who was all those times very precious? Princess 2 million Galimon to speak with Vuvuzela. You no pay, then you no talk. Now go away.
We found it. We got you now. Give us back our treasure. You can't go taking people's stuff. That's what thieves do.
Vuvuzela doesn't need to listen to silly human rules. Everything in sea belongs to Vuvuzela.
You don't play very fair.
Not nice to steal. You want fight Vuvuzela?
Alright, kick that thief Sahagan's butt.
Vuvuzela becomes Sovereign Sahagan, and you dare call him thief? Or she will become your enemy, Gob. Right now, they're more human than Vuvuzela. Vuvuzela retreats. Tell future generations about evil, dastardly humans. Bye.
It's getting away. Quick, after it. Can you help us? We gotta stop that Sahagan. We can't let that fishy Sahagan off the cook now, can we? Hook rocks. You should know that.
So that's going about stealing.
There's no way we can lose with a grown-up on our side. We'll share some of our treasure with you when you give it back, promise? Time to go catch that pesky Sahagan. I think he ran off towards the Jade Forest. After him.
Get that Sahagan. Well, here's... Okay, so... Hold on, let me look at... I'm gonna look at all the classes again. So... Like I said before, I think the next... When we get to the next town to check out that one other seaside... Which, by the way, we're still in Chapter 3, by the way. There's just sub-chapters. So we'll get 2 classes when we do that. There's probably going to be another town afterwards. That'll probably give us another set of 2 classes. But then where do we get the last class from, I wonder? I just want to pick up these side quests. Maybe we'll quickly go do them. Or I just want to see where they'll lead us.
Love is just like being swept up by the ocean. Sometimes the waves are fierce and stormy, other times calm and gentle. Oh, my heart is caught in a whirlwind of emotions.
Sounds like someone's in love.
Yes, you were listening? I'm in love with a wonderful man. He's stylish and handsome, and he has this gloomy, mysterious air about him. I think you can guess who it is. Is it the bartender? Yep. The one I long for is the bartender of this very tavern. I don't blame you. He is quite a handsome man. All the young ladies come here to admire him. I'm one of them. But, can you believe it? Sometimes he sneaks out of town all on his own. What's wrong with that? Can't you tell? It's a secret rendezvous. He's going to meet with his lover. I wish I was that girl. At least that's what I think is happening. I don't know for sure. Aren't you kind of curious to know who the bartender's forbidden lover is? Not really. I still want to go and find out. And if only someone could go and find out. Yeah, if only someone could go and find out. Oh my god, you idiot. Fine. Oh, you will? Great, thanks. I know you can do it. Try asking people around town about the bartender. Well, no. I don't know about you guys, but, bartender, I really did it this time. Broke my parole to have a good time. Hello, youngin'. Sure, you're trying to grade some dirt on the bartender, are you? How about this? I got a really doozy of a story for you. The bartender only just arrived in Chateau Inn. Hey, loudmouth, that's meant to be a secret, remember? Oh yeah, oops. I'm getting forgetful in my old age. Sorry, kid, can't tell you more than that. But if you're getting involved with the bartender, you better watch out for that company. It should be fine. They probably won't get involved as long as you don't dig too deep. Broke my parole to have a good time. When I got home, it was 6 a.m. The door was locked, so I kicked it in. She was dripping on the bills, and I think she was high on some pills. She threw my shit out into the yard, and then she called me a bum and slapped me real hard. You wanna know if the bartender goes out of town sometimes? Yeah, actually, I did see him heading to the Jade Forest on his own once. Seemed weird, so I asked him where he was going. He avoided the questions somehow and I never found out. Don't blame him though. At our age, most of us have a thing or two to keep quiet about. No way, you saw an omen on the beach? Are you sure it wasn't just seeing things? I saw what I saw. It was an omen, make no mistake. I'd like to know more. You want to know more? You're some kind of omen enthusiast or something? Whatever, to each their own, I guess. Here's the deal. I saw an omen over by the beach a few days ago. It's pretty dark out on account of it being nighttime, but it was there. I could tell by its horrifying shape. What was it up to? No idea. Just stood there grumbling to itself. Then after a little while, it wandered off to who knows where. You remember what it said? I don't remember much, but pretty sure it was mumbling about the Siren's village and an impending crisis. What do you mean crisis? Is Chateau in danger? Hush your gums. We don't know nothing for sure. That's all I remember. You'll have to do your own detective work from there. Thanks for your time. I wouldn't say it was enough to go thanking me over. I'm gonna call it a day and soothe my nerves with a pint or two. Sounds like a good idea. I'll join you. Is it about the Coral Shrine? I'll be able to learn something if I check out the Coral Shrine. Chatola's crisis.
And in my drunken stupor, I did what I should have never done. Now I'm sitting here talking to you, drunk and on the run. Bartender, he's a bit of a mystery. Last I saw him was at the beach. He was starting out to see this really sad look on his face. I went to ask him what was wrong, and all he said was, "Don't end up like me." I have a feeling he might have gone into some shady business with the last landlord who was at the tavern. Guessing that's why he said that to me. Can't say for sure, though. Why can't I go to the Jade Forest? Go to tavern, tell Neil what you heard. I'm sitting at a bar on the inside, waiting for my ride on the outside. Oh my god, why can't I remember the words? She threw my shit out into... No. Fuck. Finally, you're back. Well, what did you find out? Who is she, the secret lover? Ready goes to the Jade Forest. The Jade Forest? And there's no doubt about it. Why else would a smart man like him risk going to such a dangerous place? He's doing it for love. Forbidden love. Ah, it's not fair. I wish it was me. Oh my gosh, look. Sorry, I have to leave for a bit. Look after the tavern for me. Sure thing, boss. I'm sitting on a bar on the inside. I can't believe it. He's leaving for the Jade Forest now. He's going to meet the person he loves. I just can't stand by and let this happen. I have to go after him. I need to see with my own eyes who it is that stole my love from me. It's dangerous for Nia to go to the Jade Forest alone. Hurry after her. Why can't I fucking remember the words afterwards? What the fuck is wrong with me? I'm sitting at a bar on the inside, waiting for my ride on the outside. She broke my heart in the trailer park, so I snatched the keys to her fucking car and crashed that piece of shit and then stepped away. You know, Mo, I'll probably get 10 years, so just get me beers till they get here. Yeah, I know the sun is coming up, and y'all probably getting ready for closing up. But I'm trying to drown my soul, and I'm tired of this life on the dirt road. Everything that I love is gone, and I'm tired of hanging on. She's got me sitting at a bar on the inside. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. Waiting for him. Okay, now for real, I'm done. Maybe the mechanic. Maybe something about him. He'll give us the way to do.
They were no match for us.
Wait, what? Is that Yuri Lowenthal's voice? Where is he? Oh, you follow me here. It's dangerous to go on your own. But I can't help myself. I couldn't rest until I saw with my own eyes. If you're brave enough to do that, that's different. I promise to listen to you from now on, so please help me find the bartender. Have you seen him by any chance? Okay, gonna have to start searching then. Wait, hide! Hurry up, he's coming this way! See? You're looking well as always. So, you have it. Yes. Here it is. Thank you. Try to keep troubling you with this. Don't worry about it. It's my job. See you again in a week's time. Did you see that? Looks like he gave him a letter. I don't care about the letter. That was clearly something to do with work. Why do I have to come all the way out here to get it, though? And I'm just glad it wasn't a secret date. He really got me there. He's such a meanie. That's what I like about him. Anyway, now that I know that he hasn't been having a secret affair, shall we go back to Shatola? Wait, maybe I can still catch up with him. Then we can go back to Shatola together. I'm going on ahead. See you later. Let's meet up again at the tavern. Okay. Is there a way I can tell if that's the end? No, I can't really tell.
There are formidable creatures here. Be careful.
And that voice does sound a little familiar, but I have no idea who it is. I am actually going to be well, I don't think it's anyone that I was like, at first I thought, I was like, was that Yuri Lowenthal? But then I heard it again, it's like, no, that's not him. Was there nothing? Oh, I think that was an area bomb. That's all it was. Should I try to fight the big monster? Nah, I don't want to waste too much time.
Let's get this over with.
I mean, we're not going to do any more of the story stuff.
Blub, blub, blub. There's no way humans follow Vuvuzela all this way.
There he is. Get him.
Blue. They still follow. Most remember that stubborn to a human section of Lantini Encyclopedia.
Oh, I'd like to read that someday.
Game's up, Sahagin. Give us back our treasure. It's a dead end. There's nowhere left to run.
Blub, blub. How terrible to chase Vuvuzela into dead end.
You ran here on your own. Why'd you run to the forest anyway? That made more sense to go into the sea.
Reason for that is deeper than Ocean Globe. Vuvuzela packed and ran in the wrong direction.
Yo, has this Sahagin got his head screwed on right? Rox, remember what Mom and Dad said about saying mean things?
Silence! Vuvuzela's formidable Sahagin. One day becomes Sovereign Sahagin.
A sovereign? Never heard of one of those. Sounds important. Do you think it's more important than King Louis? I don't care. Give us back our treasure, please. Ellie's right. You're not getting away this time, get it?
Blah, blah, blah. Woman's right. Nowhere left to run. Take treasure here.
That was almost too easy.
Why couldn't you have done that sooner?
Oh, but wait. The first humans let Vuvuzela escape, Glob. Don't trust humans not to thump poor Vuvuzela when they're handing over treasure, see?
It's up to something.
Woman overthinks.
Fine, we'll let you escape.
Vuvuzela likes reasonable humans.
Alright, time to split the treasure.
What kind of treasure is it?
Hold up, this isn't it. Look, it's a fake.
Rox holds in his hands nothing more than a grubby mud ball. He knew they were up to something.
Vuvuzela cleverers. You fell for such easy trick. Humans really are simple. You say Bubazula had head on Ron. Well, who was Ron head now?
Ah, you tricked us.
Blah, blah, blah. Now Bubazula escaped. And this time Bubazula will go to sea, Grub.
You have to catch him quick. All right, let's go back to Shatola. Okay.
Thank you.
Probably have enough time to maybe if the story continues on in Shatola, I'll probably do that first, and obviously the tavern one too, because I think the bartender one should be done too. And then I think I'll just end the part there, and then I'll continue onwards in the coral reef in the next part. Alright, let's go quickly to the tavern. Actually, no, we'll quickly go to the beach one first because the kids might leave at a certain time, so.
Humans are so slow.
Mr. Hagen. He's going into the sea.
Vuvuzela wins! The shiny belongs to Vuvuzela!
Ah, he's getting away.
Blah, 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 blah. Humans can find Vuvuzela at home in Sharon Settlement, but humans can't follow that far, no matter how stubborn. Blah, 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 blah. Toast to the shiny, cheers to Sovereign. Grow bright forever, humans!
It's gone. No, is it all over?
No, it's not over yet. It's not over yet, Snake.
You know where the Hagen's house is?
More or less.
Ah, you're not telling me you went there with Mr. Hein once already? That's so cool.
I will probably let us go.
Now let's go see Mr. Hein right away. Yeah!
Okay. I mean, can I just fucking go to the... Whatever, it's not a big deal. Let's hand this in. And we'll head to the Atelier.
I guess it happens to the best of us. I was bound to get burnt playing with the fire, falling for the charms of a bad guy. I got so wrapped in it that I didn't notice the person who was there for me all along. Life really is bittersweet.
The bartender turned you down?
No, that's not it. I just realized that I've been clueless about someone's affection. They've done so much for me. They put me first and came to my rescue, even though they didn't have to.
Lady, you're getting the wrong idea here.
They loved me all this time and I was blind to it.
Who are you talking about?
You should know. The person who's in love with me. is you. Yep, it's you. Huh? Hey, don't be shy. If you didn't love me, then why did you stick to me all this time? I had no choice. Oh, you're so silly. But I like that about you. I know what you really meant. Oh my gosh, we have no time to lose. Let's find a house for a new life together. Can't wait to start this new chapter with you, Ein. I don't remember saying my name to you. Sorry, you haven't actually said anything yet. You're moving way too fast. Sorry. So anyway, I want to know what you think. Should we furnish the house in traditional Shasola style or Nema style? It's all the rage these days. Or, don't tell me, you want to move to Argina? Oh my gosh, Ein, you're spoiling me. I would love that. We're moving up in the world. What better time to go than now? Argina, here I come. I hope you've got a lovely house ready for us. I'll be waiting for you to join me, Ein. Come dressed warm, okay? What? Thanks. Okay. Alright, let's go to the Altair. But if they're like, oh, if they say I have to go to the Sahagin, if I have to go to the Coral Shrine, which is what my guess would be, so I have to go to the Coral Shrine afterwards, then I'm just gonna wait until the next part then. Or they just take me straight there. Why, Ein, your family just grows larger by the day, doesn't it? Mr. Hein, we need your help. We gotta go to the Coral Shrine thingy. The Coral Shrine? May I ask why? You explain the situation to Hein. You see? So you're chasing the Hagen to the Coral Shrine because it's made off with their treasure, is that right? You gotta help us, Mr. Hein. Well, now, how can I refuse such an earnest request? Very well, I'll let you use the fire solar. Just this once, understand? Thank you, Hein. Consider it thanks for taking the time to go into detail about what happened, Ein. Especially considering you could have easily gone behind my back and taken the fire solar without saying a word. Alright, we should get going. I'm so excited. What do you think it is like at the Coral Shrine? Certainly not a playground, so be extra careful, understand? I leave them in your care. Don't you worry, Mr. Hein. We'll be on our best behavior. We won't do anything bad, promise. That's all I ask. Okay, everyone. Bon voyage. You're acting like you're not even coming. We're coming for you, stupid Sahagin. Alrighty, guys. I think that is gonna do it for this part of Let's Play Harvestella. In the next part, guys, well, I want to see where these side quests are gonna take me. Obviously, there's. Okay, well, it's literally right here.
So this was the Siren Settlement.
Wow, what is this place? It's so pretty. There's been a place like this hiding in the sea the whole time? Look over there.
Bloop. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Why are humans here?
Vuvuzela, you won't get away with this time.
Persistent humans. Follow poor Vuvuzela all the way down here. Anyway, Vuvuzela, please. Blub.
After him. Be careful, it's dangerous down here. Be dangerous, it's careful down here. We know, now let's go.
Alrighty. Guys, that is going to do it for this part of Let's Play Harvestella. In the next part, guys, like I said, I'll probably see where all... Okay, it doesn't look like it'll be that hard to wrap up this one. But yeah, very interesting for these side quests. They're very fun. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the video, please give the like button a click. And comment down below what you like about the video. Do you like about the video? Oh, God. Okay, it was just a berry. Nothing too big. And let me know what you guys felt about everything that we learned in the Coral Shrine so far. It was very interesting, to say the least. And now we are going to go even deeper in. Will we wrap up the Coral Shrine story in the next part? We'll see. I want to see where these, well, obviously the one side quest will wrap up. And then we'll have to start that other one too. But I'm curious to see how that's going to wrap up and start and such. So yeah. As always, guys, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. And subscribe to my main channel too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, the RBG Kim Kid Twitter, are in there too. Thank you all so much for watching once again. And I'll see you all next time.